Okay, thanks for joining. Let's start this class in the usual introspective way, coming within ourselves. Maybe finding a comfortable seat, spine erect but relaxed. Basically stacked, all the spine stacked on top of the pelvis, and the shoulders stacked on top of the spine, and the head stacked on top of the shoulders. Close your eyes, maybe keep them unfocused. Start just being aware of yourself, of the breathing, whatever part of the body you can use as an anchor. Some people use the heart or the breathing, or just some other point. We'll try and keep some level of attention or awareness during the whole class. That's also part of yoga. And with that said, let's just open our eyes. Start bringing our arms up. Well, actually, before we bring the arms up, I'm going to today, remember last time we had this four-step warm-up where we finish up here in cactus pose. Today what I'd like to do is do remember the opening the paper, where you actually bring your shoulder blades in and down. So we're going to go from 1, 2, 3. The 3 is going to be opening that paper. Yes, it's going to be a slightly different type of stretch. So breathing in, the hands clasp into the chest. Breathing out, clasping forward, rolling your spine, your shoulders. Breathing in, arms up, stretching the spine, stretching the shoulders up. And then breathing out, just make that motion of the shoulders down and in. As if you're like opening a newspaper very exaggeratedly. Breathe in, clasps a hand into the chest. Breathe down, rounding the shoulders. Breathe in, arms up, open the chest. Breathe out, a sort of funny pose here. Breathe in, clasping in. Breathing out, rounding back. Breathing in, arms up. Breathing out, open the paper. Breathing in, clasping, maybe the other way, their fingers. Breathing out, round the shoulders. Breathing in, arms up. Breathing out, open the paper. And release the arms. Step down left side. And we bend to the left, basically just loosening up the shoulder, now loosening up the spine. So we're going to continue breathing as we bend towards the left side. Breathe in, arms up. Breathe out, right hand, right side, and we bend to the right. While you're doing that, I'll put the lights on. This is getting evening light, so breathing, bending to the right. Still breathing, still bending. On the next in-breath, arms up. Right hand, left knee, and we twist to the left. Yeah, continue breathing as you continue twisting. In, arms up, left hand, right knee, and we bend to the right. Continue breathing and continue bending, twisting. Breathe in, arms up, and the hands down. And the final one, just leaning forward, trying to get the tummy in front of you onto the floor, just to really give the lower back a nice forward bend. Moves left and right. And then we go to that tabletop position. Let's just do 3 nice 8 count counts, yeah? Breathing out, emptying the lungs, rounding the back. Breathing in, tail up, chest forward, neck up. Breathing out, really take that pelvis right inside and around the shoulders. Breathing in, breathing out. And neutral. Move your hands to the left, about 45 degrees, or whatever feels comfortable, without twisting the hip too much. And the same here, 3 breaths, 3 cat cows. In, so this should be a totally different feeling with respect to the spine and the hips. Somewhere back in neutral, back to the middle, back to the right, maybe twist in the middle, so I've got a wall there. So about 45 degrees, hips still square if possible. I look a bit awkward, that's because I'm twisting myself. So breathing in, do 3 cat cows. Back to neutral. Facing forward. Now that was a bend. Let's twist the spine now by taking some weight off the right hand and threading the needle under the left arm. Keeping the hips square and taking that right shoulder down. Oh, like this. Okay, so obviously my lower spine and hips are very tight, and they're loosening up now. Just relax into it. Twist now, nice deep twist. Hopefully the spine is now flexible enough to be able to take this twist. If you don't feel much here, you can take that left arm behind you. But I'm quite fine with where I am. But yeah, you can take it further by taking that left shoulder. The next in breath, pushing with your hand and taking the weight to the hand. With the right hand on the ground, and then we do the other side. I'm going to turn around just because I've got a wall on my side, and then breathe in and breathe out. Again, finding a good location for the hand, taking some weight still, and then the other shoulder goes down, and the spine twist. For the next out breath, push your arm and come back to neutral. Well, let's do a few waves here, yeah? Although we warmed up the spine, we're going to go from child pose, rolling to cat pose, then rolling the shoulders, just a gentle over, yeah, let's not go too deep at this stage. So breathe out, empty your lungs, child pose, and breathing in, leading with your pelvis here, going through a cat pose, with around the shoulders, then opening the shoulders, looking up, and a baby, well, a gentle cobra. Breathe out, leading with the hips. Breathe out to child pose. Breathing in. 2 more, breathe out. next cobra, let's stay on there. As I say, just slowly warming up our spine, still lower back is quite delicate. So let's just take a gentle cobra without putting too much stress on it. And then from there, if your lower back is feeling good and your shoulders are feeling strong, then just look to the right and look at you. Looking back to the center, over left shoulder to look at the feet. To the center, looking over the right shoulder, maybe now try and see both knees. Back to the center, over the left shoulder. Back to the center, rolling back to child pose, and let's just take a nice gentle child pose there. Countering the lower back there with a nice deep forward fold. Okay, let's go to some locust pose that we don't often do, which is going to be strengthen all the back muscles of the back. We're going to go on our tummies, and then remember we do this times so the regularity. Let's just first take the right knee up. We're trying to take the weight from the knee, from the hip up, and the right, relaxing the rest of the body possible. Release right knee, left knee up, and I say knee because I don't want to say foot or leg. Then we tend to just keep the so the knee up. So strengthening the lower back, the glutes, knee down, now right knee up again. Down, left knee up. Down, and then both knees up. Okay, you can have the hands here, or you can do the more classic locust by having the hands by your hips, then being able to push those knees further up. But it doesn't matter too much because really what we're trying to do is lower back and glutes, yeah. And release. Release everything, relax the back. And now we're going to do the top side, yeah? We're going to do from having the hands in front of your forehead, and we're going to do the left shoulder up. And down, right shoulder up. And down. Both shoulders up. And relax. And the next one, we're going to do everything up, yeah? Shoulders and knees up, yeah? We're going to hold that for a few breaths. So everything coming up. 5, 4, 3, 2, lift up. And release everything. Relax there. So very good for the back, yeah, to actually counter all the forward bending that we're doing during the day. Strengthen the back. So now the last version of this exercise is going to be asymmetrical. So left knee, right shoulder, and down. Left knee, right shoulder, down. So breathe in, down, left, right, down. So we'll turn the diagonal leg and foot, yes? Right shoulder, left, right, left, arm right, and relax. Stay on the ground, relax your back, relax your shoulders. And we slowly come back, sitting on your heels. Well, let's do an odd exercise for hips. Really to loosen up the hips. Maybe at this point I was sitting down. If your lower back is slightly sensitive, then we can lean forward. They're just counter poses that we can do at any time through the class. But what we're going to do is so feet forward, sitting on our butt, and we're going to windscreen wide to the left. As you can see, there's a lot going on all over here to open the shoulders, and then windscreen wide to the right. Windscreen wide to the left. And then the idea here is to, of course, continue as you are, or try slowly to start doing it with no hands. That would just mainly force the body to make more effort, the core. So, I mean, it's really hard, but it's a good exercise. Let's do that 3 times. 1, 2, 3, 1. I keep on sort of walking forward too, but I can't help that. And 3. Back to the middle. And that was a nice, just loosening up the hips. I mean, you can do anytime. And with that, stretching now, we're going to do some strength. Remember, arms, shoulders. We're always trying to work on the arms and shoulders. And today we're going to do precisely that. So let's go from the tabletop. Now remember, when we do a plank, what we're going to try and do is this movement of opening the paper and the shoulders going down and inwards, yeah? There. So with those shoulders like that, I'm going to put weight on them. And if you're still not clear, then actually bring them forward and then take them back up. And that's the strongest, firmest way to do these planks, yeah? So from here, we're going to go downward dog. Actually, maybe it's a good idea that we're using the downward dog to stretch out your Achilles here. We just walk the dog there, as we haven't done anything on the legs yet. So just walking, stretching the right back of the leg, the left back of the leg. Okay, next time you do the left side, come to neutral, bring up the right leg, within. I'm going to take that right knee to the right elbow. And back to 3-legged dog. Knee to nose. Remember the shoulders. This is not a question right back to the 3-legged dog. Purpose here not to get the knee to to where I say, but to have a strong core, then breathing back to the back, the strong shoulders, yeah? Right foot down, left foot up. So yeah, what I'm trying to say that the idea is not to actually get to the end point, but to actually have a structure throughout the movement. So breathe in, left leg up, breathe out, knee to left elbow. Breathe in, left foot up, left leg up, knee to nose. Leg back, knee to right elbow. Knee back, and both feet down. To the right leg again, and right leg up, to right elbow, and hold it there. 3, 2, and step once. Okay, so we stepped up forward, we're on a forward lunge, knee down, and putting the weight of our shoulders. So here we'll do a couple of exercises. If your knees are getting delicate, you know, sometimes we could just fall on the mat, get a blanket, and protect that knee. So from here we're going to go Maybe release that back foot. Find the right location of your foot so you can lean into this, opening the hip, the left hip here. Breathe in. Breathe out, lean back, stretching the right leg. Breathe in, stretching the left hip. Breathe out, stretching the right. Breathe in, left hip. Breathe out. And back to neutral. Left arm goes up. Stretch. And then to the right. Continue breathing as you bend. And if I was facing the camera, it would look something like this. Coming back to the middle. Right hand, left hip. Now bring the left hand on the right knee. Right arm up. And this time I'm going to twist behind and do a twist there. You can hold the hand behind or even wrap it round to the side of your hip. Which sideways, it will look something like this. And twist. In both hands, fluctuate, pressure that twist. The next in breath, hands up, hands down, and go back to downward facing dog. I'm going to also left right leg. So now left leg up, knee to left elbow, hold, and step forwards. Knee down, protect the knee, loosen the foot, and go back. Weight on our hands. We're going to breathe in, taking the hip down. Breathe out, stretching the front leg. Breathe in, hip. Breathe out. Hamstring. In. Breathe out. In. Stand well on breathing in, we relax there. And once again, right arm goes up, stretch, and we bend towards the bent knee. Next in breath, arm up, and release that hand onto your knee, which is up. Left arm goes up, and now we twist behind, using both hands to open the shoulders to the twist. Next in breath, both arms up, and knees up. Back to downward dog, knees down, and relax the child pose. Okay, and the third variation from the downward dog. Then back to downward dog. Right leg up. Right knee to right elbow holds. Step your foot forward. Knee down. And then just a lovely twist here. We're going to again take the knee, right hand on the right knee, left hand somewhere in a good place here, so you can actually push forward, push with the hand and knee. Let me see if I get towards the camera. So we're going like this three-dimensional twist going on. This hand is going out, obviously not in the perpendicular to the knee, but out towards the foot. The shoulders are opening, the neck is coming out, the chest is coming out, and we just do this. Right, check that your knee, obviously not pushing your knee in a sort of side way, yeah? I've got my knee still in the direction of the foot, which you can't see here. Just make sure that you're actually doing a nice healthy pose. Then twist. And for those who want to go the last step, bend the foot behind, grab it if you can, and then just bring that heel towards the butt, opening even further the chest, which sideways it would look. Think like this. And release gently. I seem to be in my back to the camera today, more often than not. Downward dog. And find that down dog, relax. Find your mental balance and your body balance. Left knee up, left leg up. Left knee to right elbow, hold. Step. Right knee down. Protect. Right hand on the floor somewhere. Appropriate. Okay, now I'm not going to move forward. I'm going to keep this foot visible, yeah? So I'm pushing the knee away, but not sideways, but in the direction of the foot. And then opening the chest, looking up and twisting. Now this inside part of the foot does tend to lift up, and we should try and bring it down. This is a very common thing that happens. So I'm going to try and keep that foot completely down. So open up, 3, 2, and either hold there or bring that left foot, right foot back up. See if you can hold there or grab it, and then find your weight balance so that you can just open even further there. And gently release. Coming back to sitting on your heels. Great. Okay, that was good. Do whatever you might need to loosen up the spine or anything that's right. Right, from there, I'm going to do a little bit of side plank, which we haven't done in a while. So if your wrists are very ready spread, then we can always do the side plank on the elbows. If we're okay with the hand, do it on the hands. And once again, I think all of you are regulars, but if you were not, if you were a beginner, then you could actually take some of the weight off to put in the knee here. But if not, then let's just get on that side plank. Remember, try and put my hand not under my elbow, but slightly out to create a more natural angle of my shoulder. Shoulder should be strong. If it's not, maybe it could be taking some weight off, left arm up. And then let's just hold that. 3. Check on your shoulder. The idea here is not to destroy the shoulder, but to strengthen it. So just check how it's doing, maybe taking it, rolling it back. 2, and 1 knee down, and take the weight away. And on the other side. So hands same level as the body. not directly underneath, but with a slight angle, which is more natural for the shoulder. And then we put our feet out. Classic one is tucking the feet. You can also put one foot in front, behind the other if you want to help yourself. And then arm up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, down, and removing the weight. Okay, so this is the classic plank, and I'm going to show you what we might be eventually moving towards altogether, which is the more advanced plank. So let's just try. I mean, you know, it's harder, but why not? So when you see people doing, okay, maybe watch first. I'll do it on my strong side. When you see people doing all this fancy stuff, you know, the foot up and whatever, generally they're not doing the classic plank. They're doing like a fancy plank, which is the foot grabbing, and they're actually pushing with the leg, and they're creating a little arch. And then you can do all these sort of things, yeah? But with a very strong leg, strong obliques, etc., etc. So it's like a plank. But really, by the time you start doing this fancy stuff, we're going to have to put the foot down and then use the foot as an arch. So let's just try that for a little bit of fun without actually trying to hold the foot. So right hand down, that's a plank, and then let's put the foot, actually try to put the foot a little bit down. And then, actually, if you've got a wall, which I have, you can cheat, yeah? Well, that's fine. So we're going to use the foot holding down and then arching and then putting the foot in tree pose. You can see this is a different type of plank. It's harder to hold, but it's the one that will eventually allow you to do, you know, stuff like this. Okay, so just do that for a little moment. So we're creating now more of an arch. And now we'll go on the other side, yeah? As I say, with the wall is easier, but it's, you know, it's, to fall is to learn. So I'm going to put my foot this time, rather than the side, the foot down, and then I'm going to create this arch to lift my foot up, hold it here, and then create a powerful, yeah, this is my strongest side, as you can see. So this is the idea of this advanced plank. And then we'll do this. So just try whatever you can here. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so that's experimental or work in progress. But it's just nice to know that there's always more where this came from. And from there we'll go to standing balance poses. First, with very basic, we're just going to do a side bend. We're going to do this in a special way or in a step way, which is an asana. Maybe let's find a moment to regroup. Check your hips. Check how your feet are standing. Open, broaden those toes. Hips slightly tilted forward. Core engaged. Shoulders open. So chest open, shoulders relaxed. And then from there, we're just going to take the left arm up. Stretch. And when you get to a limit, bend to the right. Maintaining the core, maintaining all the asana poses that we did, preparation that we did. Maybe looking under the arm. And then release. Right arm out, stretch. And we just maybe bend to the left. Maybe looking under the arm. Release, hands down. Okay, let's take both arms up and let's use the trick that we done one there, just hand forward. Then from there, shoulders back, down, and then roll the arms up. Either clasp or not clasp, and then to the right. Holding the core, the pelvis, the chest before, and looking under the arm. Back to the middle, stretch up, and then to the left. To the middle, and release. Last one is one of my favorite ones, which is one-legged, yeah? So right, all the way to the right leg, left toe just touching, arms up, lift the weight of, so you can keep it there, or if you want to challenge, lift the weight of that toe, and then towards that side. So this is like a balance bend at the same time. Back to the middle. Right, right foot out. Strong left leg. Release the weight of the right foot and then to the right. Release, back to the middle, and release the hands. Maybe gentle forward fold just to counter that back bend or indirect back bend. And we come back up. Okay, second balance pose. But before that, let's actually do some toe work. I want to bring all my toes up. Really nice, strong feet. Everything is pulling up. Lovely, non-pronated arch there. And then at the opposite, let's just grip with the feet. And that's done for the day. So let's do the second one. Yes, strong right leg. Try and spread the toes like that. Back feet, strong leg, kneecap engaged, strong thigh, and left knee up. I'm going to do the part inside. And then left hand inside of the knee, and right hand side on the hip, and we open the hips there. We're checking how our legs doing, how our hips are doing, chest, shoulders, head, always checking the alignment of everything else, although we're opening the hips here. Release that leg the other way now. Right hand on the outside of the same knee. I'm going to turn around so you see what I'm going to do. So we're on the outside, and now we're going to twist. Left hand behind. And this time the theme of today is to bind, to try and find that hand reaching your inside of the leggings, belt or seam. Twist. Again, checking the strength of the lower leg, chest, neck. Okay, starting this time. Hold for another couple of seconds. And release. Hands in front. Release the leg. So now we're going to do the other side now. Left foot. Open the toes. Strong leg. Check everything and right knee down. Hand inside of the knee, left hand on the other hip, and we open. See my right foot should be quite relaxed. But this leg is obviously totally engaged. And back to the middle. You don't have to do the rotation. Left knee inside of the left hand inside of the right knee. And then from there twist to the right side. The theme of wrapping and to the inside of your legging and base. Twist, twist. Open chest, strong leg. Release the leg forward and release. Okay. Let's finalize with just a beautiful pose here, which is our good friend, the half moon. That's just like a poetry in yoga. So right brick there, left brick, or second brick there, and then we'll just try that, yeah? My right foot is forward. If you haven't got a brick, you can use a chair or the wall or whatever, but it's nice to do it propped so that we can really get a full feeling of it. So strong right leg, and then we tip forward towards that brick. You try not to put too much weight, more of a balancing prop. Once you've actually got the balance, open the hip, open to the side, and then bring the arm up. There's a side opening pose. Stretching both arms away from each other, the legs away from each other. 5, 4, 3, 2, push, and release towards the middle. Open side. Strong support. Hip. Hip. Around the brick or the wall of the chair. Start opening that hip, open the chest, lift the arm up, leg parallel to the ground, pull arms away from each other, 5, 4, 3, 2, a little bit more stretching, 1, and coming back to the middle. Good, okay. So, that's our peak. Let's now start winding down. Let's do a side opening. Forward fold. I'm going to use my break still in front of me. We're going to try and do this forward fold. This big fold, yeah? Not to dive, but to fold. How open your legs are, that's probably personal, only your body will dictate that. But the point is to try and get the chest down, tummy down, chest down, and then chin down, but not the other way around, chin down and chest down. You see what I mean? We're folding. Now the feet should hopefully be stable on the ground and not flipping sideways or upwards. Yeah, if you're flipping too far out, then you're not really under enough strength here. So you should be coming further in. The feet should still be holding your weight. And once you've got your limits and you're feeling strong, then maybe you can, dip your head down now and rock a little bit forward, back, but that's just for mobility. But the real idea of this pose is to get a twist in it. So I'm going to put one brick in front of me for the twist, and I'm going to release a little bit of the width of the legs, so otherwise I'm not going to be able to twist much. I'm going to actually take it like 10% inwards. Now I've got stronger ankles, my knees are still engaged, the hips, I've got a little bit of movement, and I'm going to put my hand in front of my face and twist to the left. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Left hand in front of my face approximately, and the other side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Have a little rest. We're going to do that one more time. By this time, just watch or listen. We're going to go left, and then once I'm at the top, I'm going to rotate my arm in and out. Okay, a few times. So left arm up, rotate in, rotate out. Obviously, you're going to have a good shoulder here. You go weak shoulders, then don't try this. Out, in, out, in, out. Release that shoulder. My shoulder up, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, and in, and release. Coming back up. Okay. And let's go on the floor now. That's All our standing poses. We'll go to the floor now. And let's do one passive one, just to get our breath back, which is shoelace. Now some people don't like this, but this is where you got the one knee on top of each other. The way I come into it is by actually leaning forward, putting one knee in front of the other, and then falling back, yeah? Now I don't have the flexibility to put both hips on the ground, so I use the brick to put my left sit bone on the brick, and then my right one is on that foot. So basically, at least I have freedom to move, yeah? So if I didn't have that, I'd be in a sort of, you know what I mean, a falling position. So use the brick or the blanket or whatever it takes, so that although this is a very awkward position for the legs, we still have the freedom of the spine. And the reason why we need the freedom of the spine, because now we're going to do eagle hands. So once you've found good stability here, what we're doing here really is just stretching the hips, yeah? Hopefully the knees are not being stretched because they don't stretch. So if the knees are hurting, then maybe we will do something else, yeah? Arms forward. If we're actually in a good stable position, left hand arm under the right arm. Either hug yourself here or wrap your hands. And then we'll hold that for a couple of breaths. Release the arms. Now to release the legs, you might be able to just push them round. I'm going to come forward on all fours. Bring left knee over right knee. And then do the same. Just the way I find easier to get into it. Now I've got my knees stacked. I've got my brick somewhere here hiding. And I'm going to put that brick on my right sit bone. So I have a stable position. And from there, right arms out, left arm under right arm, either hug yourself or wrap the hands around. Then just relax like a few breaths. Feel the shoulders opening, the hips opening. Release the hands, release the arms, and release the legs. Left leg stretch, either with the belt or with your hand. Just grab the right foot. And then once you've found a stable, strong spine and chest, we're going to take that leg up. Okay, it doesn't have to be totally straight. You can have a little bend here, but the spine or the chest should be forward. And then you can just gently ease the leg straighter and straighter. But we should try not be like this. Better to be like this and bending forward. Stretch of the outer chain of muscles of the leg. 3, to release. Grab the foot with your hand or with the belt, and then again, straight back, chest open, and straight. Release. 1 minute of abs. So we're going to lie on our backs and we're just going to do the top abs, yeah? So with your legs in this position, yeah, this is like this is called dead bug pose, and everything is up. What we're going to do is we're going to actually climb with your shoulders, with your arms. We're going to climb this rope that somebody's thrown from the ceiling, yeah? So one hand and then the other. Just climb that rope. The legs are not doing anything, but you've got your lower part of the core is engaged. We're now going to work the top part of the core. This helping you out of the room by putting yourself up on that rope. 3, 2, 3. 2. You don't have to count. 3, 2, and 1. Hold, 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 and release. Okay, that's the minimum of core we can get done in one day, but we'll do more on Sunday. Okay, we got to the end of the class. Maybe do a couple of windscreen wipe with your legs, loosen the spine, loosen the core, lie on your back, stretch your front. Make some noise. And lie on your backs. Get your sokis on if you need to. You want to go do a shavasana, I'm going to leave you to it. It's now 7 o'clock. So for 3 minutes at least, lie down. Let the body process all this work. Thank yourselves for coming. Thank your bodies for putting up with you. And you for putting up with it. So thank you. Namaste. We'll see you Sunday. And I hope you enjoyed that. I did. Stop recording.